I've been watching a lot, and I mean an absolutely shit ton of those criminal investigation videos. If I were to be put in a situation where I had to investigate somebody and as a detective telling somebody committed a crime or not, I would have so much skill that I would probably be able to get that person to commit of being guilty in a matter of about 10 seconds. I've watched that much videos about stuff like that, which is why today's video is pretty surprising. We have a girl that decided that it was in her best interest to flirt with the detective, which is probably like the best way of saying I fucked up, I've committed a crime, and I'm gonna try to get away with it. I'm just amazed that the video even fucking exists. That's it. Let's get into it.
He didn't tell me what he was going to do because I don't know the severity of it. I'm just scared.
This is Amelia Bassoon attempting to seduce the detectives to get away with murder. Amelia was arrested in connection with
Committed a crime, but I'm cute, please.
the murders of Cindy and Sean Stack. They think she helped her husband cover up the crime, but she will do everything she can to get away with it, including flirting with...
Wait, nah, I'll be honest, I would think that too. Like, if there was like a couple that committed a crime, I don't know why, but I would think that it's the husband that most likely the one that did it. Shit, double standards.
the detectives. But while this case started in a playful manner, it quickly evolved into one of the most intense interrogations of all time.
They're dead. They're both dead.
I didn't do anything.
The detective starts by reading Amelia her rights and getting some basic information.
Am I like getting arrested or something for something?
I mean, for committing a crime, you know, for killing somebody, that tends to happen.
Normally when this starts is like someone getting in trouble or arrested or something.
Well, we just, like I said, we want to be able to talk to you.
Already,
good cop.
it's obvious
Good cop,
that
good
Amelia
cop.
is making her voice high-pitched and speaking in a timid tone of voice. While this could just be what she sounds like normally, other footage of her suggests otherwise.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to press charges, but I would like a no contact order. I can do that. Okay.
Her change in
I'm not
tone
gonna lie, I
could
couldn't
also
tell
be
the
a
difference in
reaction
her
to
voice
being
that
in a
much.
stressful and uncomfortable situation. But as the interrogation continues, she begins to show more and more of these flirtatious signs.
What happened with Josh? Did you say that? Did I hear you say he shot himself in the leg?
Yeah, so in December we went bowling.
Okay.
The bullet went around the bone and around the artery. Through and through.
Jeez.
Okay.
That's lucky.
I know, he's crazy.
How long you guys been married?
It'll be a year in September.
Oh, okay.
Here, Amelia gathers
Okay,
her
I'm sorry, but I don't. That was frightening. I couldn't tell. I'm not gonna. I couldn't tell.
hair and moves it all to the right-hand side, exposing her neck on the left. The neck carries the jugular, an important and vulnerable part of the body that many people will make an effort to protect.
Okay.
However, when someone feels comfortable or safe around someone, they're likely to expose their neck by tilting their head or moving their hair to the side, suggesting attraction or at least the desire to show it.
All right.
I did not know that. Look, my detective skills are not the best all the time.
So, Amelia, I can tell you the reason why we're here today is because of that issue with the bank.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Does that surprise you?
For this type of situation, yeah.
Okay.
Like this intense. I mean, I got in trouble at work, which makes sense, but I'm just confused.
Wait. So they're telling her that she's getting in trouble because of some bank-related situation, and she's getting investigated. She's just kind of confused. What the hell? Or unless the murdering happened at the bank.
Let's walk through it a little bit, okay? Let's walk through that and see how maybe we came here today, all right? And find out if this was just a misunderstanding or what, okay?
The story ended with Cindy and Sean dead, but started with an equally disgusting crime. Amelia was an employee at Chase Bank and exploited her position to steal $50,000 from a dementia-ridden man. She wrote 2 checks from his account, and her husband Josh deposited them in his accounts. When Cindy and Sean started...
Yeah, but that is so dumb, though. Banking transactions are always constantly checked and double-checked. The bank don't fuck with their money. Why would... You were somebody that works there. You were a prime suspect if something like that were to happen. You're the only type of person that could possibly do something like that. Because nobody else has access to what you have access to. Like, some of those crimes, they just talk about it for like 2
asking
minutes.
questions, Josh purchased a gun and shot the pair in their own apartment. This interrogation is not only to uncover the details behind the theft, but also to determine what part she played in the killings.
Wait a minute. They stole the money, and after that, they went in to kill them.
What happened with this write-up? So, had you been a banker for him for a while? I mean...
Yeah, so I've been his banker since I moved here.
So what happened with these checks?
Nothing. He called him. the record over global security.
Mm-hmm.
So when they came in, they
You saw that? When she moved her leg like to like put it on top of the other one. That's like one that because when they you can tell when they do that like something is going on and they essentially prove that they're guilty because of the technique and the way that I'm an empath.
call logs, they pulled like cameras just to make sure like they pulled signature files because I mean it's still federal, it's the bank, so they wanted to make sure that I wasn't like I guess stealing.
You fucking know the rules. You know the rules. Get it. If you know there's that much going on with the bank every time you take money, if you know there's that much going on, why would you do that? I don't get it. It's like she knows. She fucking knows. Oh my god.
Hey, Gerald, I mean, how did he appear to you? Is he a young guy, old guy?
He's old.
Oh, well, how did he appear to you when you talked to him?
He's okay.
He was okay?
Yeah.
Did you ever have any issues when you talked to him about remembering things or anything like that?
Like I know like a little about himself, like he had brain surgery.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part he remembers things. I don't think he forgets really. He just other than that he's
Does she look ferocious to you guys? She just look timid and scared, to be honest. Aside from that, there's nothing here.
Amelia does her best to seem open and honest here, but as soon as she finishes up talking, she brings her shoulders up, hunches over slightly, and crosses her arms. All movements that are done to protect vital
Oh,
parts
no,
of
of
the
course I
body
knew that.
and are obvious tells
Like, I was about to say, explain that, but it just happened that he did it before me, so it's okay. I don't know.
that someone feels uncomfortable. These signs only become more apparent as the interview continues.
What did he have you do? Like, what did he ask for?
nothing. It's just we put 2 checks and $25,000 each, and that was it. The grandson came, picked him up, and
The grandson came and picked him up?
it was either the day before or the day after.
Mm-hmm.
I opened up an account for him.
Oh, so he must have just deposited those checks into the account?
I'm guessing.
I think your best bet right now is to be completely honest with us, okay?
Oh, wow.
So let's go on a little bit more, okay? With the truth is gonna
Whoa. He's done being a good guy. He's pushing in now. What the fuck? That was a quick change.
be- This happened in May?
My write-up for work in May.
Is the account still open?
The grandfather?
Mm-mm. No?
Amelia's speech has become much shorter and unclear, and she continues to seem more and more uncomfortable when pressured about Gerald's banking records. Of course, the detective has noticed this and is seeing straight through her original timid and playful demeanor, so he decides to ramp up the pressure.
Amelia, listen. Okay? At a certain point in time, we have to move past it, all right? He's a nice guy, and I'm sure you really do care about him.
I do.
Do you see now?
But it's not like I don't want to make it. Okay.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh no, fuck that. Yeah, I would start crying.
No. Did you take advantage of that old man?
I don't want to say I took advantage of him because he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
So you did that. I don't want to say that I take advantage of him because he's a nice guy. You did, but you don't want to say it. She partially admitted, right?
Josh. Did he ever talk to them?
No, he never spoke to him. He doesn't even know who they are.
It's a lie.
Would you have been at their house?
Him? He doesn't even know where they live. I don't even know where they live.
Well, you have access to his account.
Yeah, but I haven't.
You opened it.
Yeah, but I don't remember his address.
You talked to Cindy? Possible she gave you their address? Is it going to be in the text messages?
No,
But you don't remember if she gave you the address or not?
she never did. She had no reason to.
I feel like in that situation, the best case scenario would have been said like, yeah, I know the address. Because if she says, no, I don't know the address, how the fuck do you not know the address? You're literally getting checks for them. And it's like one of the things that you need to check. When you guys went to a bank, you know what I mean?
That's not the question I was asking. Is it possible that he went over there?
Not that I know. No,
So you can't say for sure he did or didn't?
I can say no
How
to my
can you say
knowledge
no?
because he doesn't know he doesn't know them.
Amelia now decides to change strategies. Instead of her original flirtatious and playful demeanor, she's switched to an innocent and clueless one. At
Okay.
points, she even smiles and laughs while being asked serious questions in an attempt to downplay the intensity and pressure. This is a sign that the facade she's put up is starting to break, and the detective takes this as an opportunity to press her even further.
Oh, yeah, nice. That's a nice move. That's the Colorado 260-555.
You need to start understanding the severity of the situation. Right? Because I don't know if you really do. All right, and I think you need to start understanding that how this interview goes and what decisions you make here are going to affect your life for a long, long, long time.
Yeah.
I think you think that
said it
you have
twice.
this all planned out, and I think and again, not saying it in a bad way, but this is what we do. Okay, when we make mistakes, we figure things out and go, okay, all right, there's a lot more going on here, all right? And you know whose name is all over this right now? You and Joshua, okay? You need to start thinking real hard and real fast, okay? Who is involved in this and what happened, okay?
That's all I know.
Okay. Things got out of hand. Okay? This got out of hand. I think what happened was Cindy was asking you for this money back and you didn't have it. And there's some issues there. Okay? Sometimes again, when we make a mistake, we do something wrong and the ball gets rolling and we can't stop it. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? Listen, you have your whole life ahead of you.
I know.
You have a 7-year-old son. You have an obligation to him.
Why the fuck do they always have a kid? Why did they always have a kid, man? Oh, some people should not have kids, man. Holy shit. Really the thing that annoys me the most. I could go on a rant about this, but I won't. But
So, whatever happened beyond this, we need to know. Because if you want to keep going with what you're telling us, okay, then we're going to have to go on that, all right? And you have to understand.
Yeah. Okay.
So somebody did something, we need to know now.
Talking about her son obviously strikes a chord with Amelia, and as interrogations are all about exploiting emotions to extract the truth, the detective jumps on this to make her as vulnerable as possible.
Did Josh put you up to this?
No.
Well, this is...
oh shit, he's trying to make her lie and pretend that it's always been Josh's fault. She's gonna commit to say like, oh yeah, we did something. It wasn't because I wanted to, it's because he wanted to. And he's gonna explain how by doing that's the best way to protect her kid or something.
No. Listen, if he put you up to it, he put you up to it. That's okay. Again, like Detective Murphy said, I think you're kind of at this crossroads right now, okay? You've got Josh, who you probably love, and he's your husband, okay? But you also have Julian.
See?
That little boy.
It's fucking right.
Not being able to watch him grow up. Think about that for a second. Think about being put somewhere very far away from him, and the only way you're going to have contact with him is through letters. You're going to get pictures in jail, in prison, of your little boy growing up. That's your future.
I don't know the severity of what he did,
What did he do?
but he knows the relationship that I have with Mr. Stack. He knows that. I mean, I would take him food, like,
Listen to me.
so at a point he would get upset with me that, like, I'm too nice, that I can't.
Like I told you, I'm a detective. Plus, I can tell. It's easy to me nowadays. I've watched too many of those videos. I just get it. I know what he's gonna do, how he's gonna go about doing it. You should fucking hire me, to be honest, man. I could teach them one thing or two, man. I'm just saying.
I act with my customers, but he's the old guy. He has no family. I mean, I talked to him because, you know, he's my husband. I talked to him.
Did Josh say that you kind of were owed this money because you were taking care of this guy?
I don't know if he said that, but
Something like that? What did he tell you?
I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't do anything.
Okay. We need to know. Well, then tell us, okay? Tell us. They're both dead.
What?
Yeah, they're dead. So now we really need to talk.
At this point,
come
all
on,
of the
that would
games
suck.
that Amelia
That
was
would
playing have
suck.
gone out the window.
What fucking sucked? That was the most, well, I kind of knew already. Whatever. It just didn't feel compelling, you know?
Whether she's innocent or not, she's now being
I'd better.
accused of aiding a murderer and is faced with losing her job, house, and a 7-year-old son. So, understandably, she's starting to get incredibly scared.
I do not want to go to jail. I don't. Like, if I get fired, okay, let me get fired at work, but I don't want to go to jail. I didn't do anything. I didn't plan anything. I didn't conspire anything. Just, I didn't do.
Wait, I don't think you guys can see him. I'll just move my camera real quick. I need to show you this shit. And this guy, man. Look at it. He's so fucking relaxed. He's not really mind. You know how this is going to go. You already know you have a rap under his hand.
Anything. I don't want to
But
go to
again-
jail.
From here, the detectives try to capitalize on this, using her vulnerable state to try and extract as much
Yo, wait a goddamn fucking minute. There's one guy here. There's one guy here. What the fuck? He was dead silent the entire time then. Holy shit. Alright then.
The detectives try to capitalize on this, using her vulnerable state to try and extract as much information as possible from her.
It's time to
But
strike.
Amelia asserts that she's only told the truth throughout the entire interrogation. She didn't know Cindy and Sean were dead, and she had nothing to do with their murders. But here is where the interrogation takes a massive turn.
They're about to drop.
These detectives have now been talking to her for over 2 hours, and they've executed this style of interrogation almost perfectly. But for the last few hours,
If it was me, it would have been perfect.
they've just been going around in circles to no avail. So instead, they leave the room to discuss a new approach. And that's when Detective number 3 enters with blankets and a kind, apologetic tone.
Hey, you need to talk.
Holy shit. That's new. That's new. Usually, there's 2 cops, and one of them play the good cops, and the other play the bad cops. But this time around, there are 3 of them, and the 2 of them play bad cops, and one of them play good cops? That's new. That's new. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm saying.
You need to get out from underneath this big time. Did they tell you who they work for?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're homicide detectives, so.
I know.
And they want you to be a witness, not a suspect.
That's why I want to talk to them, because I just don't want to be involved in any of this. Like,
Okay.
I don't want any part of this. I want to be able to go home.
Okay.
This-
Entering like this after such a stressful experience with the other detectives will set Amelia's mind at ease and subconsciously enforce the idea that he isn't a threat. At the
Sheesh,
start of the
that's good.
interrogation, Amelia was trying to seduce the detectives in an attempt to get better treatment and hopefully even a lighter sentence. So if the third detective plays into this by treating her kindly and playing her game, maybe he'll have a chance of finding out what really happened.
I can't quite say, but I feel like if I were in the shoes, anybody that would come talk to me personally would be no different than anybody else, because I just suspect that everybody's trying to get information out of me. I'm usually on the side where like I'm the detective that's doing the work, not the side where because I don't commit crimes.
In these cases,
I'm tax invasion, but
you can't, which means holding something back, telling a partial truth, or just flat out lying. That is accessory. You're protecting someone, and I'm telling you right now, you don't need to do that. If you know what happened, tell him. Did he tell you what he did and told you not to say anything?
No, he just told me if you say anything, then, like if you, because, I mean, I'm not stupid.
Okay, but eventually he told you what happened.
No, he didn't tell me that he killed anybody. Or that he was going.
But you know that he was going over there.
I knew that he was going over there.
What day?
He told me, he's like, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'll take care of it.
Talking about them, though.
I'm guessing so, because that's just what he keeps on saying.
Your importance is in details, not in vagueness.
They told me I'm going to jail regardless.
Well, the fraud part may be, but that's nothing. That is nothing compared to these charges.
yo, this guy is fucking good. What the fuck? Okay, I would have fell for that. The fraud charge, nothing. What you gonna have to deal with if you actually have something to do with the murder? Just say yeah, you did it. Just get me with the case with the fraud, and we're gonna be good. Damn. Okay, that's crazy. Yo, I do not want to be her. Holy shit.
If I say all of these things, will I get in trouble?
If you don't say any of these things, you're definitely going to get in trouble.
But this is where I'm
That's so smooth. If I say any of this thing, would I get in trouble? If you don't say any of this thing, you'll definitely get in trouble.
scared. If I say these things, like, I didn't do any of this.
Put it this way. If you protect him and you don't tell us everything, then you're part of the crime.
Amelia is now met with a harsh dilemma.
Yo, he's so good. I don't know how he does it. Every single sentence that he's used puts you in more and more dilemma. God
Has to
damn.
either gamble that the detectives never connect her to the crime and face felony charges herself, or fess up and snitch to the police,
And
likely
be
sending
with
her
your kid.
husband to jail for the rest of his life. This is her last chance to make the right decision, or she'll never see her son again.
Damn right.
Start over from the beginning.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I let her know she wanted to know. She went with her dad to the bank and she looked at the transaction history and she wanted to know what the checks were. So I can't tell her much. And then he's over my shoulder listening to my conversations with her. And he's just like, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. He just wasn't having it. He didn't want me to talk to her. He didn't want me to contact her.
And who are we talking about, her?
The guy's daughter.
You know her
Okay.
name?
Cindy. She's gonna call her Cindy.
Cindy. And he knew who Cindy was.
Only because of the conversations that me and her were having.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
The next day he went and he bought a gun. I don't know if it was Tuesday or Wednesday.
And you didn't know he fucking killed him. Come on, what the fuck?
I'm gonna take care of things. The next day he comes home and he's like banging on the door. This is like
Where the apartment or the house where we were at today?
Yes.
Okay.
He came banging on the door. When he came home, he took the gun apart. He was shaking. He took all his clothes off. He put it in a garbage bag, and then he went by his mom and dad's house.
Okay. When did you become aware that he was involved in the murder?
Well, I didn't know what happened. I just stopped hearing from her. And then when I said something about, can I call her? He told me no. And then he got really mad at me, and he was like, if you say something, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, he's not going to say that unless he told you about the murder. That's the part that's so when did he tell you about the murder?
He just killed. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, who is that guy? Yeah, it's always the ball, man. It's always the ball, man. What the fuck was that? It took me a second to realize what he just did. Yo, that was so fucking smooth. He's not gonna tell you that unless he told you about the murder. So when did he do it? And she was like, wait, that's true. Motherfucker would tell me that. If you ever committed a crime and see a ball girl, just say you did it. Better than butter, just say you did it.
Call her? He told me no. And then he got really
I'm gonna have to watch this again.
Like, if you say something, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, he's not going to say that unless he told you about the murder. That's the part that's so when did he tell you about the murder? Sweetie, you got to let this go. You can't. Anything you hold back is not going to look good. You've got to just tell it. It hurts. It's scary. I understand that. But not talking is worse for you than talking.
It was,
Did he describe how, what?
He never physically said, like, what he did or if anything was done.
Did he say he shot him?
Well, I'm guessing he had his gun, so.
Don't guess. Did he tell you that he shot him?
Yes.
He said he shot him.
And with that,
And there it is. Yo, oh, this guy's a king. He's goated. He's so fucking good. What the fuck? Alright, also a lot of videos. I've seen a lot of detectives. I'll give this guy a fucking 9.5. And the reason why I'm gonna give him a 10 out of 10, because you'll be like, what the fuck? Why not a 10 out of 10? He got a nice setup from the two other guys. I didn't even commit any crime. That's felt like still telling that I did it. He was so fucking good at it. Shit scared me, man. Whoa. The baldies, man. You gotta watch out for them.
the detectives managed to use Amelia's tactics against her and got her to confess to her own husband's crime. The detectives also stuck to their word and, after confirming she had nothing to do with the murders, dropped the charges against her. She was, however, still charged with the theft and sentenced to 3 years in prison. Josh, however, was found guilty of the first-degree murders of Cindy and Sean Stack and was sentenced to life behind bars.
Since that wasn't really that treacherous. Anyhow, thank you for watching. Oh, consider subscribing. It's free. You can also subscribe if you want. By the way, though, there's a video here, another video here. Kind of like this. Might consider watching them. They're interesting. They're similar to this one. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.